Welcome to Video Game Hour Live. I'm Enoch.
I'm Czar.
And we are UT Austin's only video game show. We are, in fact, the only FCC-licensed student-run TV station in the country, we think, but definitely the only student-run FCC-licensed video game show in the country. We have some fun stuff for you today. It's October, it's spooky season, and though it's not quite Halloween, we are playing Hollow Knight tonight in a little bit, which will be fun. We have a review for Escape Academy. That was done by me, not the editing. Shout out to Ryan for the editing. But I played it. It's a good game. You'll find more about that later. And then also a whole bunch of news. It's been a kind of a packed week for news.
Very busy week for games.
Which Czar is going to do most of the filling in on, and I will commentate and speculate as best as I can, given most of these are franchises that I have touched very little of. But they're big news anyway, and we like to talk about it and keep you informed. So, Czar, what is the first news story of the night?
First up, they announced a new Apex character over the weekend with a new trailer. Her name is Catalyst. She is the first trans woman character in Apex.
Nice.
Also voiced by a trans voice actress, which is like, yes, I'm super excited. A, because new Apex character looks cool. Catalyst just looks really sick, and B, because of like the trans representation, because we've been seeing a bit more of it recently. I think the most recent example is Bridget from Guilty Gear Strive. She's a returning character from the older games, but in her story, she was revealed to be trans.
Video games are slowly getting better at it.
Slowly getting better.
Painfully slowly, admittedly.
Like,
but it's good to see this step taken forward. At least.
With Bridget, it was like a progressive step forward with the caveat that she was not voiced by a trans voice actress, which some people, they got a bit of backlash for that, but overall a step forward. And this is even a further step forward because it's a trans character voiced by a trans voice actress. And generally, Respawn has been pretty good about like representation.
I was going to say, I feel like they've been done a pretty good job of it.
Like they've handled
throughout their casting and
they have a very diverse
process.
cast. Like Bloodhound is non-binary, I think. I'm forgetting characters from Apex, but like the cast is very diverse. They've like taken the steps necessary to make sure that the representation is respectful and like authentic to the people they are representing. So I'm super excited to see more about this character.
Did they announce any of like their kit? Like what do they do? What's their thing?
I'm not sure. I think I'm like 90% sure they haven't yet.
Okay.
Though I believe they teased like a trailer for that coming soon.
That makes sense. Bit by bit, you know, get more press coverage over multiple days if you tease it out little by little.
If they have, I don't know about it quite yet, but the new Legend will release alongside a new season, I believe.
I feel like that's usually how that works. That makes sense.
And that is November 1st. That's happening.
Nice. I haven't played a lot of Apex. I played it when it launched, when I was, I think, a freshman in college. It's been so long.
I played like I've been on and off of that game. Like, it's very fun when I'm like playing it and into it.
Every once in a while, I'll jump back into it, like with you and Tommy and whoever. But I haven't in a while. Maybe I'll jump back in. I have too many other things going on.
It's a fun game.
It is,
It's fun to like jump in and like play your time and then jump out.
All right, more things. What's next on the docket?
Next, new Final Fantasy 16 trailer dropped this morning.
Woo. I'm gonna woo every
I'm so excited. Oh my god. The trailer showed off like the different kingdoms and like locations as well as some story info. To me, the highlight was when they started showing off the Dominants, which are the characters that host the icons. And I realized I just said like two proper nouns.
Those are a lot of nouns that I don't know what they mean.
So the icons are like essentially like the big popular bosses from previous Final Fantasies that like carry over through the games. Like people are like bosses like Garuda, Ifrit, Titan, Shiva, like all the elemental.
These names definitely mean something to me. Keep going.
Yep. And it's super exciting just because like I don't know if they've done this before, but if they have done it before, they're doing it now is really fresh. Where the Dominants like take on aspects of like their respective icon.
Okay.
So for example, the Dominant for Titan like gets these like super buff rock arms because like Titan's like the god of Earth essentially, and like there's similar things going on with like Shiva and like Lady of Ice. She like hurls icicles. That was a good trailer.
When's it coming out? Next summer?
Yeah, summer 2023 is when they haven't announced like a hard date, but like that's their window.
Yeah, remember they announced it like this previous summer. That it's coming out next year. And I think they'll probably stick to that.
Yeah.
I think that's far enough in advance with a vague enough window.
Yeah.
That like they'll probably stick that.
Like a lot of the Final Fantasy 16 team is from the Final Fantasy 14 team.
I remember that, yeah.
And they've earned a lot of trust
And people
for me
like that
personally.
game.
Like,
including this people.
yeah, like they've taken very good care of that game and like resurrected it from the ashes, essentially. So, Final Fantasy 16, good in good hands. Also, oh my God, the music in that trailer. Soken, you're a genius.
All right, what's the next thing?
Next up is all of the Silent Hill announcements that happened yesterday.
Yeah, Konami's back doing things, sort of.
I'm just going to go down the list because they announced several different games.
And a movie, I believe, right?
And a movie, I think. I don't think the movie's not in this thread, unfortunately.
Okay.
But
This is a video game show, so it's
major announcement was Silent Hill 2 remake, which is a PS5 console exclusive developed by Bloober Team.
They made the medium, right? That's what they did?
Yeah, they made the medium and I think Layers of Fear. And they've done some other stuff too.
They're a respected horror team.
Yeah, that's generally the vibe. I know there's like some backlash, just like, oh, Bloober Team, but I can't speak to it because I haven't.
Yeah, but, the medium wasn't like a smash hit or anything,
Yeah.
but it was generally, I think, liked enough.
Yeah,
They're competent at the very least.
they're a big enough studio, I think. But next up for Silent Hill, they announced Silent Hill Townfall, developed by No Code, who developed Stories Untold and Observation.
Oh, was Observation that like space? You're in like a space station game?
I think so.
'Cause
I'm not 100% sure.
Like I think I bought that game and never played it.
Yeah, I've heard good things about this studio, but again, that's just like outside looking in.
But a brand new Silent Hill game, not
Yeah.
just a remake. Remake's big deal enough,
Yeah,
but then
remake's big
also
deal.
another new game.
And then another new game,
Again?
Silent Hill Ascension, developed by Genvid Entertainment. I'm not sure if they've done anything major, but this is apparently a live, real-time interactive series where fans will watch and make decisions together. And like,
That feels very geared towards like a Twitch audience.
Yeah,
which
that-
honestly is smart in this day and age.
I'm curious to see how it works because based on the description, it sounds interesting. Kind of like, almost like a TV show. Is what it sounds
Maybe
like.
a little like
but,
Until Dawn-esque kind of thing.
It might be that kind of a deal. And then the last thing, Silent Hill F announced a brand new Silent Hill game developed by Neobards Entertainment. I don't know what they did. I'm gonna be honest, but it's another Silent Hill game after like how many years of Silent?
An intense drought ever since like
Yeah,
the last Silent Hill thing, I believe, was the P2 demo. I want to say, because Konami kind of, there was the whole Kojima situation, and then they kind of backed out of doing almost anything except like releasing a skateboard themed after Silent Hill every once in a while or
Yeah.
something. But they're actually like back and doing things and pursuing video games
Yeah.
in an actually like fully focused big way, which is I think really interesting. It makes me interested to see if they
Yeah.
will actually like do a Metal Gear thing at some point,
Maybe.
which I feel like is inevitable. Like that's big enough they're going to. It's just how that goes.
how are they gonna
is-
do that without Kojima? Is
They made one without Kojima, and it was
It
Metal Gear
was- it was
Survive,
not
and everyone
great.
hated it.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. Also in the horror department, literally
Again.
2.5 hours ago, Resident Evil had their own showcase with their announcements for Resident Evil Village Gold Edition, which is like
Comes with the DLC,
it comes
I'd
with like the
imagine.
new DLC, like expansion pass type deal. So there's a demo coming, I think later today,
Oh, sweet.
with like the third person mode stuff. And they showed some like early looks at that. RE Village is coming to Switch on the cloud.
They've done
the
cloud
gaming.
versions
Yeah.
before that tracks.
And they're also going to do RE2, 3, and 7 in the coming months, which
Nice.
that's cool. I think
Cloud versions are always like not great,
but, like,
but it's there. It's accessible.
getting it to Switch, I think, is the main thing.
Yeah.
And then I think the big announcement part was Resident Evil 4 Remake, new trailer. And I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure out of date. Yes, it did. Resident Evil 4 Remake is out March 24th.
March, yeah.
I wasn't able to watch the trailer, unfortunately, but I think Ada Long is in it, who I know is a popular character.
Everything I've seen from like Resident Evil fans and even just me casually having played the
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 remake, and that's like my extent of knowledge, is that people are very excited about this. Resident Evil 4 is the fan favorite anyway, and I think the remake looks like it's going to appease those fans and
Yeah.
be cool and exciting and fun
Yep.
in the way that they want it to be. Is there anything else, or you cut it off there?
Last piece of news. This isn't quite video game related, but it is adjacent to
It's
our
our
show.
sphere.
Yeah. G4 shut down over the weekend. Employees found out over Twitter, which sucks. And then a bunch of roles at Rooster Teeth have been getting dissolved over like the past few months, from what I gather. And then some accounts have come out with allegations against the company. And a bunch of RT employees, like past and present, have been sharing their experiences online with the company. And there's been a lot of discourse around that, and it's very complicated and nuanced, and I don't want to pass judgment. That's not really our
that's
place.
not what we're here to do.
I guess I just want to say people are going through like a rough time right now in our space, and they could use your support. So just be kind, love your fellow human beings. Yeah.
It's been a rough time for games media broadly the last month, honestly, with like websites getting shut down and lots of layoffs. Like these two situations, and then just like broadly, games media is rough, and it's not good for any of the people that are in it generally. So be kind to them. Don't be a jerk to people on the internet. Is always going to be our show stance.
Yeah, we all love video games, and we love the people who
we owe a lot to
make video games and also like talk about video games very much. So that's it for us. We'll be back in a little bit after Enoch's Escape Academy review. So we'll see you in a bit.
Escape rooms have been trending in popularity for the last few years because immersive puzzle experiences where you can yell at your friends for not knowing the alphabet is always a fun time, and I would know it is fun. And while many of the puzzles you'd find in these take inspiration from classic video game riddles, especially point and click, I think, and are then transported into reality, Escape Academy by Coin Crew Games proves there's still something special about the video game medium when it comes to putting the pieces together. At the start of the game, after the tutorial, you'll quickly find yourself enrolled in a school for the world's greatest escape artists, and solving/surviving the curriculum is going to get your name up on the wall of fame alongside the faculty guiding you. Each level is centered around a different area of the campus and is themed alongside it. So if you're in the greenhouse, to learn how to make tea and memorize the scientific names of butterflies, and then later cure yourself of food poisoning from the cafeteria's average cafeteria lunches. None of the levels are particularly long, and most of them tell you the time limit before you start, which makes the game feel breezy and manageable in small chunks of time. The puzzles themselves were clever and engaging. I never felt like I was banging my head against a wall to find an obtuse clue or that any solutions didn't make sense. Even when there were several steps to solve or things to memorize, the information I needed was easy to find or recall. This is helped by clear and readable art style. Information and puzzle pieces are always clearly on display, separate from the set dressing, while still retaining a fun, colorful atmosphere. It accentuates the game's penchant for traditional 80s spy-esque code cracking and perspective challenges, but it never gets stale, which is helped with a relatively short completion time. A lot of smart decisions were made about how the game's style and puzzles intersect. How smart a puzzle game is versus how smart it makes you feel is a very tricky balance to strike, and this one balances it expertly. There is a basic story that threads the narrative between levels, and while it's not bad by any means, it mostly just facilitates getting you to the next quest marker. It has a playful sense of humor given the silly premise. My favorite was the mention of anti-escape scientists that want to rid the world of escape artists. It also promises that there are hidden puzzles to solve around the school, but all that really ends up meaning is that some levels don't have time length indicators before you start them. The faculty that you interact with in these levels are all fun, archetypal characters that hammer out their one trait. The janitor is nice, the guy that looks like Solid Snake is gruff, etc. The story and characters are enjoyable, but never get in the way of the focus, which leaves the experience with very little fat. Something I appreciate as a busy college student whose life is already too consumed with grinding in Destiny 2. And sure, school as well. Overall, Escape Academy is a very fun time if you enjoy puzzles and escape rooms, which I do. It was great. It handles everything deftly and intelligently, and there's even a co-op mode if you want to get the full experience of watching your buddies prove they're definitely not smarter than a 5th grader. Oh, and one last thing. On one of the first loading screens, it's recommended to you to get a pencil and paper to write down notes as you play, and I can't recommend doing that enough. It was a ton of fun. I liked it a lot. I have several pages full of like weird cryptic riddle-solving notes. I'm thinking about playing Student next because it scratched an itch I didn't know I had. But that's enough for me. In summary, Escape Academy is great, and you should play it. And now, back to the show.
We're back. You didn't miss me, definitely, but I bet you missed Czar.
They probably missed you too.
I mean, they didn't have time. They haven't had a chance to, really.
That's true. Actually, no, I forgot you were in the segment.
Yeah, it was just me. The segment was just a review that I did a couple of weeks ago.
Anyways, we're playing Hollow Knight.
We're playing Hollow Knight. It's a good game.
It's a very good game. We've just been
so
seeing
I've been told.
menu,
I played it for like an hour once. I keep saying I'm going to play it one day, but you've actually played it. You beat it once,
Yeah,
right?
I beat it once. I wanted to go back for True Ending and then realized I fell off of it very quickly trying to do that because I was like, I would have to replay the game again essentially, and I was like, ew.
Yeah, full replays for that kind of stuff
Yeah.
are a big ask frequently.
Monomon the teacher.
That's some good lore that I'm not reading.
Yeah.
I assume it's good lore, but like it's presented as lore that I would be interested in.
The lore is very fun, I think. From what little I remember of it, because it's been a long time since I played.
I want to say it was like a year or so ago, maybe a little over a year, last summer, that I like tried to play some of it. And not that I didn't like it, I think it was just like, this game's clearly long, and I'm playing other things.
Oh, something's breaking. I honestly don't remember the plot of this game. I'm gonna be because like it's kind of like that Dark Souls type thing where like it's the experience.
Yeah, no, it's not about like the narrative beats as much
I think
as
the
it is the background lore and the vibes and the atmosphere. And there's cool stuff there, but it's not like it's going to be presented to you as the focus.
It's us. I don't know if we're
the Hollow Knight.
I don't know if we're the Hollow Knight.
Are we not the Hollow Knight?
I think are we just the Knight? I don't remember.
Are we like a Hollowed One?
Maybe. That might have been it.
I feel like there's something about
I do remember
the player character like not having a soul or being like a weird little guy.
Like that. I was about to spoil this game, so I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. But we're just a little.
I'll play it one day.
We're just a little dude with a nail. That's what it's called. It's the nail.
So the question on everyone's minds when we talk about Hollow Knight: when is Silksong releasing?
It's eventually.
One day.
One day. Let's see if I remember the controls. One day it's gonna come out. All right. I got my jump button. I got my attack button. I got my move button. That's all I need.
No, I'm hoping that it comes out just on a random Tuesday like next week because our fantasy rosters of video games they're releasing in the year that we have. I drafted the Hollow Knight Silksong at the beginning of the year, desperately hoping it would come out. It does not look like that's going to happen.
A desperate plea.
I was like, please.
To God.
Because if any game's just going to randomly drop on a Tuesday, I think it would be Hollow Knight Silksong.
Like I feel like it could.
Like that's definitely a game that would just get randomly shadow dropped. I just don't think it will.
Hold B to focus soul and heal.
I do think by the time they actually like announce it, it will be a really close like, here's the date to when the announcement is like timeline. Yeah. Like they'll announce it and it'll be like it's out next month.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'll be pretty quick.
It'll probably be a Nintendo Direct, is what I'm thinking.
No, I think the Nintendo Direct kind of situation is likely, but also the last time it showed up was in the Xbox
You're
showcase.
Right. I forgot about that.
But one of the big ones, if it doesn't just do a thing on its own.
A heal.
Sony still hasn't done like a big one yet. Like they skipped the whole summer season and have yet to do one of their big showcases.
They did like a small Direct, I think, or not.
They did one of their state of plays.
Yeah.
But those are like smaller user third-party things.
There was like some exciting stuff in it. I just forgot what it was.
I think their last state of play had like a new trailer for God of War in it.
I think that's why I remember
the big thing people were excited about. Because that's coming out 2 weeks?
2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
November.
Very soon.
Yeah, real soon.
November 8th, I want to say. I'm so excited about that game. But I hope, like, I know Silksong is like on your roster, and technically it would be better for me if it didn't shadow drop.
But if it comes out, you get to play it.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it comes out, I get to play it. And like everything they've shown of that game looks so good. Man, I can't believe they showed a trailer and we're like, yeah, we're making it still. We're not going to give you a date at all.
Absolutely not. Because the whole thing about that Xbox showcase they started off in was every game we've shown today is coming out like to Game Pass within the next year, with the notable exception of Hollow Knight Silksong was the only game that they showed in that entire like hour-plus long thing that was specifically not confirmed to be coming out within the next year.
I started playing this as if I was actually playing it, and I started talking to the dude, and I was like, oh, wait.
We don't care about what you have to say. This is a video game show. We have 45 minutes to play this. We're going to skip through all the text and not know what's going on.
Like, people say this is kind of like a Souls-like Metroidvania.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think definitely a lot like more clear in terms of where to go than a Dark Souls game. But I think it's similar enough in that, because like, I remember there were definitely points where it was like, I have like a rough idea of where I'm going, but
I haven't played a ton of of the Souls games. Like I played Bloodborne. I never quite beat Bloodborne, but like I played a pretty good chunk of it. and like started Sekiro once. And maybe I'll play Elden Ring before our Game of the Year podcast.
Hey, maybe I'll beat Elden Ring before our Game of the Year podcast.
I will probably not beat it. I might play some of it. I will almost definitely not beat it before then.
Yeah,
I always felt like those games like were open, but I always felt like there was at least at the beginning, like a pretty decent like path of here's the way to go to find things, and then you can splinter off and do whatever else. But at the beginning, there was always a pretty clear like, you're in Old Yarnum, go down the street with these weird wet dudes around a campfire and fight them. Just grind the street out 20 times and then fight the people behind the street and keep going.
Like, I appreciate that like lack of direction to allow like the player to like explore on their own. But sometimes I'm a real dum-dum and I need that direction.
Sometimes I want I want a tutorial. That I feel like is like a bad gamer thing to admit that like sometimes I want the game to tell me what to do. I want clear directions.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want a Ubisoft-style quest marker to be like, here's the point in the map that you need to go to. Be like, thank you, that's what I wanted.
Like, people like to, like, talk bad on them, but, like...
There's definitely sometimes where, like, it goes too far.
Yeah, it goes too far.
There's a giant cluster of a million different symbols on a map. It's like, I didn't need this, it's fine.
But, like, games do it for a reason.
Yeah, but sometimes it's useful to know where I'm supposed to go.
I'm going to heal first before I go into that room. I honestly don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of walking through rooms, killing bugs, which is kind of the Hollow Knight experience, if I'm being honest.
You figure it out as you go.
Yeah. There's a little divot down here. Yeah, like, there's, like, the whole thing is, like, it's underground, I think, like, the entire map, basically.
Yeah, you're all bugs, so you're in little nests and whatever else.
And there's, like, ruins of, like, an old civilization. Like, like that little like gate down there, down here.
Yeah.
But yeah, very little is like explicitly like stated in this game. I feel like, which is, I think that's part of like why I associate it with Dark Souls is because like there's
the lack of direction.
Yeah.
The like tough combat, lack of direction. No, I don't think it's an unfair comparison. There generally is. These days, a lot of people comparing every game under the sun to Dark Souls, which has wide-reaching influence. So, like to some extent, I think it's justified. But not every game is like the Souls of the Dark Souls of insert genre or game type or whatever.
You know what? Candy Crush, the Dark Souls of mobile games. Except
that's not Flappy Bird.
Oh wait, no, you're right.
Which is, I guess, dead and you can't play it. But
I saved the caterpillar. He's
good for you.
I think the caterpillars are like collectibles in this game.
I there's like I from the hour or two that I played it once. There's a room where they're all chilling in, where their dad's crying or whatever because he lost all of them.
I'll see if I can find that later. After I figure out where the heck I'm going.
Maybe you should have talked to that guy.
Yeah, I have played this game before. I just don't remember. I also don't remember how to open. There is a map, and I don't know if I have access to it yet.
Yeah, probably an early unlockable.
There's a thing.
Maybe the map's here.
This. Oh, I remember this now. There's a dude. I'm gonna listen to him and skip through his dialogue. Quirrell. I love all the names of people in this. They're just fun names. Like Quirrell. I think Hornet is in Silksong. She's like the bug with like the red.
Is that who you play as in Silksong?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I'm pretty confident.
I feel like in the trailer that was like, who I saw being like the controllable character.
I think Silksong is a prequel, I want to say.
That's interesting.
Which, actually, I don't remember how this game ends, so I don't know if that does surprise me or not. But...
Well, you can look up how this game ends after the commercial.
Oh, yeah.
And there you go. We're going to cut to commercial break.
Yeah,
we'll be back in a bit. 2-3 minutes. So see you then.
See you soon. I'm gonna look for this first boss. Don't kill me. Okay.
Okay, we are breaking.
Okay, how much time do we have?
What is that? 2:45?
Okay. Let me try to figure out the Hello.
And we're back.
Are we back?
Sounds like a bumper.
I see the bumper.
We're back. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
We're still playing Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Czar has acquired a map.
I have acquired a map.
We're trying to figure out where to go.
I have a rough idea of where I'm going. Because I do remember the location of the first boss. I'm just trying to find him. I think it's up this way. Ow. No, wait, I didn't get hit. I don't know why I said ow. I didn't get hit.
Not sure. Oh, I bet we can beat the first boss before the episode ends.
I think so.
That's not too tall of an ask, maybe.
I'm like 90% sure it's this way. Let's see. Let's find out.
It's got to be here somewhere.
Looks familiar. Oh, that's not a boss. That's just a
Big guy.
Ow.
That was justified out. Ooh. There you go. You're doing it.
Ow.
Oof.
I love all the noises they make. Oh, he does 2 damage with that. I didn't realize.
It's a big stick, you know?
Yeah.
Or a tooth or something? That's a maybe claw, talon of some
tusk.
sort. Yeah.
But we are bugs, so I don't know how scale works.
Yeah, like that could be a bird talon.
Uh-huh. Am I in the right place? It looks like it. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't think you've been here yet.
Yeah, that's good at least.
Like that guy looks new.
Gotta stay healthy. Oh yeah, this is looking from okay. Yeah, this is first boss.
Okay, sweet. That was not long at all. So fast. And
Wait, first boss? Did I
Gotta jump
wait,
up.
Maybe?
This is not the first boss.
I don't know.
Maybe we're wrong.
It's been a while. It's been a hot minute.
Is this the boss? No, that's not the boss.
Nope. These are just regular bugs.
These poor bugs. Just going about their business.
Oh, there he is.
There's the boss.
False Knight. Also, one of the best tracks in the game. Oh.
Maybe we'll talk about
soundtrack.
that a little bit
Yeah.
before the show started, about how good the music in this game is. Like, I haven't even really played this game, and I have, like, some liked songs on my Spotify from the Hollow Knight soundtrack. It's so good. So atmospheric.
It's very good. It's like good study music as well.
Yeah, no, I like using video game music for that. It's very energetic.
See, he's just a little dude. But he's all dressed up in his armor. Oh!
See, I always want to take music from this and like other games I play and compile them in a playlist and then use them for D&D. So I have like my own like custom D&D playlists. But that takes so incredibly long to do, to make a playlist that's not just like 5 songs.
Yeah.
So like one day, 5 years from now, I'll have some like compiled D&D music playlists.
Honestly,
But until then, I'm just going to use the ones other people make because it's way easier.
Hollow Knight soundtrack in general is just very good for D&D music, I feel like. Oh!
Because like I love to have like, oh, here's like my own battle playlist and like has different ambiances and moods and stuff. But like, God, it takes so long to like listen to all of them and be like, which one should this go in that fits the tone?
I almost died. I'm scared.
There you go. You're doing fine.
Sorry if I'm not talking.
Oh no, you're concentrating. You're doing fine. No, you're doing it. You're winning. Slowly but surely.
Ow.
Maybe that was close. You almost had that.
No. Okay. So if he jumps and it doesn't do the shockwave.
There you go.
I'm learning the
That's it.
boss patterns.
Well, it's got to be close to it. That was the 3rd time he's popped
Yeah.
his little head out.
Am I safe? Oh, I took
Hey, well,
and I got hit anyways. But man, I took a really big risk. By oh, he's falling.
oh, second phase.
Phase 2.
I do like his face. His like very like
He has a
little
very cute
horns.
face.
Oh, is that it? That's it.
He's,
Oh, he's got his little body.
oh, he's dead, I think.
Yeah, no, he's definitely dead. You definitely killed that man.
But hey, I got a city crest.
Woo! What's City Crest?
I don't know. Let me check. I think I can equip it. It's right here. Stone slab bearing the crest of the hollow.
It would fit into a slot.
His
of some
hammer's
kind.
running away.
That's really funny. Can you kill it?
It's gone.
Has it
I
disappeared?
can't run
Despawn
that
once
fast.
it got off the screen?
Oh, yep. This might be.
Has an inch from the back,
oh,
it would fit into a slot.
fit
I don't know
into
what that
a
means.
slot. I remember vaguely. Maybe I haven't unlocked
It's
them
2
yet.
pages. I don't know.
All right.
That's it. One boss down.
One boss down.
17 to go. I don't know.
I actually don't know.
Probably more than that, actually.
Yeah. Let's see. This is the map. I'm gonna look around.
I think there's a chest to the left that you haven't like looted.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. You're right.
I think that was from the beginning.
Yeah, up here.
There you go. You've earned it.
Woo! I'm
So much money. That I'm sure will be spent immediately if this were a normal playthrough. And just be completely gone.
I'm assuming I'm supposed to go this way because I think this is blocked off by. Oh, this is familiar.
Yeah, you couldn't get through here until you beat the boss. So it's progress, probably.
Yeah, I remember this actually. It's like
Ooh, scary.
spooky, scary pink place.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I'm gonna rest.
Perfect for Halloween.
Hello.
Snail shaman.
All the voices in this game are really fun.
Just little whans.
Ooh. Power up?
Get more life.
What is it gonna be? This is definitely a
Be
power
a
up.
dash.
Oh, I'm dead.
That's not good.
Oh,
Consume the vengeful spirit.
okay. Tap B to unleash the spirit. Spells will deplete souls.
So you got a burst attack
Yeah.
and shoot a little bit.
And he locked me up in prison.
This is not where you were
Wait,
before.
hold on. This is not. Hello? Oh. Ah.
So I gave you this thing,
Yeah.
and I go kill something for me.
This is my payment. I gotta fight something for him.
Tap B for vengeful spirit.
Let me try this new ability.
Oh,
it's
that's
a
way bigger than I
blast.
thought it was
Fire
going to be.
blast. Ow.
I thought it was like small.
I love how everything in this game is a bug.
I love like the hand-drawn art style.
Yeah, that too.
It's so like I love the aesthetic. It's very like you can only get this aesthetic in a video game. and
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Like, honestly, the aesthetic and the music are like probably the biggest reasons I'm excited for Silk Song. Other than like the gameplay, which is also really good. But the aesthetics and music.
All around excitement.
Christopher Larkin, the composer. Oh my god.
No, whenever I say like I like video games better than I like movies, it's like this is what I mean. Of like video games are so weird in very cool ways. But like no movie looks like this.
Yeah.
There'd never be a movie that looks as cool as this does.
You know what the closest bug movie there is? Bug's Life.
I was gonna say Bugs Life. That's the one I can think of.
That's the only
There's
movie.
Ant Bully.
Listen, you're not gonna have
How many of the
a
bug
Bug's
movies
Life.
are there?
Actually, that's a good question. You're not gonna have bug movies where you're a bug swinging a nail.
In like sort of very gothic, like creepy, haunting situation.
Dang, this guy's stinky. He took 3. I'm gonna die. I died. I got greedy and I tried to heal. No.
How do you think a bug evolves to spit lava?
That's a good question. Do you think they like ingest the lava?
Oh, they eat it? I was assuming it's some
Maybe.
kind of byproduct that they just manufacture.
Like they eat normal food and lava comes out.
Yeah, like it's a really bad like acid reflux. Maybe it's just acid reflux, but to
It
a
might
bug
be.
it's lava.
Yeah, like it's just poisonous.
Like if we saw that, if a little roly-poly spit at us, we wouldn't think it was lava.
Yeah, I guess it's like the proportion of the acid reflux. Like to us, it's just like, oh,
It's like, oh, that's gross. It smells
it's a little
bad.
gross. Yeah, but to a bug, that's like, oh my god, death. Whew. Almost made it to where I died. Oh.
No, yeah, he's just down there.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot. Like, this is basically like the Souls mechanic where
Oh, you get your money back?
you get your money back. You have to kill your spirit, which is it sounds weird, but that's why I need the ability because he guards when I get up close.
Remember, like in Shovel Knight, your bags of money would float around.
Blech. Ow! Dang, those roly-polies come so fast.
When do you think Shovel Knight 2 is going to finally come out?
I don't know.
I think the rumor that's fairly substantiated, like a reasonable rumor, is that it's going to be like Shovel Knight 64, like it'll be like a 3D kind of situation.
Honestly, that would be pretty fun, actually.
Oh, I'm totally down for that. Yeah, and because I think I've listed hirings for like a 3D game forever. Currently, they're working on Mina the Hollower, which is like a more actiony. It's not a side scroll; it's top down, but like I think Castlevania-esque kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Kill Your Beast.
And I'm excited for that. Love Yacht Club.
I didn't know they were hiring for that. It's cool.
It's like a very just like every once in a while they'll post job listings and it includes like unannounced 3D project. It's like, well, what else is that going to be?
Yeah.
Like, what else are you making?
New IP. I got a charm. I don't know what that is.
Soul Catcher.
It increased the amount of soul. I didn't equip it. When
Is that?
striking
Oh,
it.
that's your little stamina pool. I imagine, right?
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of those. It looks like they're just like accessories. All right, I don't know where to go now.
You came in from the right, so yeah.
Yeah.
Continue left.
Can I go further? You know what, I'm gonna go to the left because that's a big part of this game. I think exploration.
I thought you were going to say going to the left.
That too. You know, I can only choose two directions, left or right. The map guy's name is Cornifer, which I think is amazing.
Is what?
Cornifer.
Cornifer?
They're like good names without all being bug puns, you know?
Yeah, they're like weird, creepy, fantasy-ish names.
Yeah.
What do you think these worms with teeth are? Like, everything's a bug. What are they? Is it just a worm with teeth?
It might be. There's this weird green goop.
Is it the tongue of something that's like in the ground?
Oh my god.
Oh, a little one.
It just birthed the baby.
Oh,
It's acne.
Spit them out. There you go. Oh, another one of these guys.
Little caterpillar.
That's it. That's all that was here.
So is this like acid or is this just like really hot water?
That's probably acid.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, just because of how green it is. All right, left was a dead end, so time to go right. Or maybe down? Is there a down here? There's a down.
It's
into the
probably
right.
down. This is the first area,
Yeah.
so there's almost definitely a down.
I'm like trying so hard to remember where to go. Because I know vaguely where the other areas are.
Oh, you're back in the boss room.
Oh,
Oh, no,
am I?
you're not in the boss room. What am I talking about?
Oh wait,
Crazy.
this is a little path. Oh, this is another left, but it's under. Oh wait, no, this is dead end. I remember this. I said it was a dead end. I came down here anyways.
That's for later. You have to dash or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
You
yeah.
get it there.
I'll go to the right now. You know, in this
See,
life.
every once in a while, in like Metroidvanias like these, we talked about earlier how we like to have tutorials. Every once in a while, I want to give it like press a hint button of like I've been running around in this map. Like, I remember playing Axiom Verge. I reached a point where I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I've been running around this map for like an hour with like I clearly don't have the power up I need to get through any of these areas, and I don't know where to get that, and I don't know where else to go. Like, tell me what to do here so that I can progress. And I think I just never found out.
Yeah.
Like, I never put it together because I wasn't smart enough, or like it was in the one room that I thought I checked but hadn't, and so I just stopped playing that game.
Yeah.
I think my brother then immediately after me was playing it and just knew immediately where to go and what to do, and like went way farther than me in the game. I'm like, how did you get past that? And he's like, well, I just went here and did the thing. I'm like, I thought I did that, but I guess I didn't.
Yeah, no, that's like the hard thing I think with game design in general is like you want to let the player figure it out enough, but like after a certain point it gets frustrating.
Yeah, you want to guide them enough that
Yeah.
they know what to do.
Like, because like I've definitely gotten frustrated with the games like because I don't know where to go or something like that. Just like, okay, I'm gonna look up a tutorial.
Oh, I've definitely looked up guides for that kind of stuff. I don't know why I didn't for Axiom Verge, but
I don't know.
no, there's no shame in looking up guides.
Yeah.
I wish I figured it out myself first because that's the fun, but especially if I'm like trying to 100% something, like I want to get the platinum or whatever, like I will immediately like, all right, how do I get all the trophies? What's the most efficient way to do this? I remember back in high school for a while, I wanted to try to get the platinum in all the Uncharted games.
Ooh.
And I got them in 1 and 2. and never did for 3 or 4, just because it's really tedious for 3 especially, because you have to find all of the collectibles and also beat the game on like crushing mode, which is like so awful. Like those games are terrible on crushing. It's not fun. It's just brutally difficult for no reason. And I managed to get through 1 and 2, but I think I started 3 after doing that and was like, I need a break. I can't do this. And so I bailed and have never gone back. I think 4 and Lost Legacy, I'm sure, are way easier to platinum because I don't think they make you play it on an unfair, like, terrible difficulty to do that. But
I think games have generally gotten, at least like PlayStation ones.
They figured out the trophy situation a lot better.
They'll have like the unlockables in game, like the challenges that like aren't trophies, like the really hard ones. I think. Yeah. Like those won't be trophies anymore. They'll just be like challenges in game for like bragging points. But like generally, I think nowadays with most AAA, like honestly Sony exclusives,
now their trophy lists are all pretty solid.
It's like you'll get most of the trophies by the time you beat the game, and then like you can do a little bit of extra stuff after you beat the game if you want to like get that platinum.
I feel like I remember Ghost of Tsushima having really good platinum because I got that platinum. I beat the game and really loved it, so I wanted to get all the trophies, and that was doable. I don't think that took like a ton of extra time because it wasn't like beat the game on New Game Plus, which some games have, and that's always a little bit of an annoying trophy of like I gotta play the entire game again. Like you can just run through it if it's New Game Plus, you have all your upgrades and it's easy. You can kind of steamroll it, but it's still like, okay, I gotta do this again. Like Miles Morales had the New Game Plus trophy, so I immediately as soon as I beat it again, like in like one sitting, probably.
Okay, here's my pet peeve with New Game Plus. Let me skip your cutscenes.
Yeah, Miles Morales is guilty of this. It doesn't, on the first playthrough or New Game Plus or anything, it doesn't let you skip any of the cutscenes, which I imagine is like to hide like loading screens and things like that. But it is like, I already beat this game once. Let me skip the cutscene if I want to.
Like, I've already played the game at that point, which is my thing. Also, I accidentally entered another boss fight.
I realized that, yeah.
Nope. Okay. I might die. There's a real chance of death. Oh.
Yeah, that ping pong around. How did you beat it? Never mind. There's a real chance of death for him.
Okay. I was, honestly,
I thought that fight was going to take a lot longer.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be like a phase 2 type deal. And then...
Oh, is it going to be a phase 2 type deal? Oh, well, that's not bad. Slightly.
Yeah, it sounded. I heard the boss like dead music, like that little piano riff. I think this is just like the extra cleanup after the fact.
Refill your soul meter or whatever.
Heal myself for all my health.
There you go.
That went pretty good.
Easy peasy. It would have been hilarious if that guy killed you.
That was, there is a real chance.
Headbutt smash you into the ground.
Oh, I can't get up here yet. We mentioned earlier, I think, that you can unlock a dash. That's a dash. That definitely feels like a dash thing. What's this? Ooh, there's a little dude.
Little man.
You wield your nail like a club.
Oh. It's probably inefficient.
I'm Sly. Okay. Goodbye.
Do you think the town is pronounced Dirtmouth or Dirtmouth?
I think it's Dirtmouth.
Yeah.
Like when I was playing the game my first time through, I thought it was Dirtmouth.
That's how it's spelled. I was just thinking like Dartmouth College is that's a college, right? It's a place
I
that
think
exists.
so. That sounds familiar.
That's not just from a movie.
But there's also like Plymouth. But like
True, Plymouth, Dartmouth.
But like
Dartmouth. Dartmouth doesn't sound.
It doesn't sound right. That's the thing. Like, if it sounded correct, I'd probably do the myth pronunciation. But Dirtmouth just sounds better.
You're at the mouth of the dirt.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's true because I entered like through a well. I didn't even think about that.
Not many of these people have mouths though, so.
That's true.
Foreign concept.
Or well, I'm wearing a mask at least. That's my excuse. That's my. Am I the Hollow Knight? I don't know. I still don't know if I'm the Hollow Knight. There's an elevator. I can't get in the elevator. Dang it. I think I have to return to town and talk to some people if I'm remembering correctly, but I might be remembering wrong. But I also do have a lot of money, so.
Yeah, you could buy something. It could be useful.
Yeah. I know the map guy was like, hey, I'm going to start a shop in Dirtmouth.
Go back to Dirtmouth. See what they got going on there.
Do I remember how to get back?
I assume it's broadly up.
Yeah, broadly
and then-
up, I think. I'm just gonna keep going up. Oh wait, there's I think
the
this is a
signs?
fast travel station. I was here earlier
You haven't.
and decided against it. Yes.
Hey, you bring the dude.
Yeah. My favorite character, personally.
Look at him.
Yeah. The Last Stag. What a great, like, imagine, okay. That's just a cool title, I feel like.
The Last Stag.
Yeah, I was about to say imagine being called the last of your kind, but I imagine that also weighs heavy on, like, the soul.
Oh, definitely.
So, like,
being the last of any sort of race or species or whatever is definitely not a good time.
it's a cool title to have, though.
Yeah, rad title. Almost worth it, depending on your situation. Like, if you're kind, like, kind of sucks, but you can say you're the last, you're like, well,
Yeah.
you know, silver lining.
Am I locked in here?
Go hit the lever. There's a lever to call it that thing.
Oh, oops. Okay.
Yeah, okay, the lever.
I thought I was going to be locked inside for a sec. Hello.
Dartmouth.
Oh, there's shops now. This because all this was dark earlier. I'm assuming this is the map guy's shop.
'Cause he has the glasses.
Yeah, it's the glasses.
Because his shop looks like him.
Bapanada.
Come to buy a map. Okay. This is wife.
None of these look like maps.
Nope. Bench pin. Quill.
Oh, marking's in your map. That's nice.
I'll do that. And that's probably actually very useful.
If you ran some kind of shop, would you want it to look like you? Would you want the building to look like Czar?
No. I feel like bugs can get away with it because they have such distinct like appearances.
You wouldn't want like a
like-
shop on Guad that like you walk into your mouth and inside is you at the counter.
No. Man, it really is his mouth, huh?
Yeah, because like it's his glasses.
But I want to check out this other shop because I still have a lot of money. Hello. Also,
Oh,
good.
it's okay.
This is a really good town theme. I just love this town theme. It's very somber.
Very ambient.
Yeah.
Well, that was aggressive. His stuff's expensive.
Oh wait. Oh, I just saw the price. Oh my gosh. I'm good.
They can get some cheaper stuff, but
Yeah.
I hate a lot of.
I don't know if I need to talk to you for like stuff.
Well, I'm glad you didn't buy anything because that's the end of the show.
That's the end of the show. Well, dang.
Well,
And no one else paid for the show either, so I hope you got
Yeah.
your money's worth.
good
But
financial advice here.
free content is always the best content, right? Sure. And on that note, I'm Enoch.
I'm Czar.
Thank you for watching Video Game Hour Live. We'll be back next week. Play some video games or something. Do
Be
something
nice to each
interesting.
other.
Yes, that's a good note. Be nice to each
Yeah.
other. Good night.
Bye. Love y'all.